Hello and welcome. So today is a little practice. I want to bring you the experience of the breath, of what I'm talking about, because it can really only be experienced. And today I want you to experience how the breath feels and how the breath fills, how it feels going in through these pathways and how you imagine your breath filling your lungs. And this is important because it's individual to you. So for this practice, you can keep your eyes open if you're not in a place where you can close your eyes. I want to keep less input coming into your mind, into your body. But it is an important skill to be able to see the breath even with the eyes open. So if your eyes are open, please soften your gaze forward. If you're able to close your eyes, go ahead and close the eyes. I want to drop right into the experience, to the breath, to this moment. Just start naturally breathing in and out of the lungs. And today you're going to use your hands as well to provide sensory information. So I want you to place your hands just at the top of your lip, almost like you're making a little mustache. And I want you to start to feel the cold air going in through the nostrils. And as you exhale, the warm air that you feel on the finger, on that upper lip. So feeling the sensation of the cold air going in through the entrance of the nostrils and the warm air exiting and hitting the finger, the skin of the finger. You can keep the finger there if you enjoy the sensation of that, or you can remove the finger and place the hands on top of the thighs. And coming back to a nice, neutral, easy sitting position. Again, if you removed the finger, can you still feel the cold air going in and the warm air going out? Now, extending beyond the entrance of the nostrils, you can even take the fingers and just go along the bridge of the nose, from the entrance all the way to that space, top of the bridge between the eyeballs. And just kind of use your fingers just to massage up and down that space. And as you do that, can you feel the air going through the bridge of the nose? The cold air going in and the warm air going out. And maybe even just pausing, keeping the fingers the center of the bridge. Maybe stretching out the sides of the nose, almost like you're expanding the picture to zoom in on an iPhone. Pressing down and just expanding the nostrils. And as you breathe and you expand the space, maybe with both fingers or a pinch out with one hand, do you feel that air flow differently through the bridge of the nose? And what are the sensations of the breath going in and out? I invite you to now release the hand and notice without the hand, without that sensory information, what do you feel and sense now? Through the entrance of the nostrils all the way to the bridge of the nose. This triangular space from the top of the bridge to the ends of your smile and that upper lip. What are the sensations that you feel in the space? If your mind wanders to a thought or other area of your body, can you bring it back to this triangular space? And so the next area that you're going to explore would be the throat, the glottis, the vocal cords. Before we get into the movement of this space, I want you to now feel the sensation of that cold air going in and hitting the back of the throat on that inhale. Again, the breath is however big a natural, easy breath will be for you. So not too much, not too little, just enough air. You can have the hands just kind of gently on either side of this, of the throat, the esophagus, the windpipe. And again, just feeling that cold air hitting the back of the throat on the inhale. And then again, the sensations that you feel on the exhale. Now you're going to begin to take 2 sips of air in and hold. So inhale, pause, inhale, hold, and exhale, let the air out the nose. So we're going to continue this pattern. When you do, I want you to think about what's happening in the space underneath the fingers. When you inhale, the vocal cords open. When you hold, they gently close. Inhale, let a little air in. Exhale, close it up, contain the pressure, contain the air. When I exhale, can you slowly release the air out? Or is it open up all at once? So again, practicing that pattern of small sip in, just not a lot of air. We're focusing on how it feels in the back of the throat, the glottis, the vocal cords. So inhale, pause, feel them close, or imagine in your mind them closing. Inhale, pause, and slowly let that air out. So instead of fully opening up the vocal cords or that space and letting all the air out at once, the vocal cords are able to manage the pressure and control how the air exits the lungs. The more we can control this space, the more that we can begin to have access to our parasympathetic system, access to a calm state, a nice slow, long exhale. And there's so much to be explored with the exhale. Now release the hand and release the pattern and come back to that natural rhythm of the breath. Focusing on how it feels, just where we started, the entrance of the nose, the bridge of the nose. Feel it entering the back of the throat. And now begin to envision how it is entering the lungs. When you inhale, where does the breath go? Maybe you want to place the hands along the front of the torso, where you feel the movement of the breath resides. When you inhale, where does it go along your torso naturally? Where do you feel the movement of your breath? Along the spine, along the front of the body. Use your hands as sensors, and eventually you'll be able to remove the hand and sense those sensations without the use of these little receptors we have. And once you find the location of your breath, not judging where it is, just sit with that. Sit with the feeling and the sensation of the breath moving in your hand. And maybe you can see the way the breath is filling the lungs. And in that vision, maybe you see where it's not filling the lungs. Other qualities of the breath of, wow, it's really hard to get more air in. Or this natural breath doesn't have much space. Or wow, my breath feels open today. What are these qualities of each breath? And where is this volume going? And how is it being controlled? First, you must sense your current pattern, your current awareness. Check in with what you're capable of doing in this moment and seeing and feeling in this moment. Now releasing the hands now just on top of the knees. And then keeping the eyes closed or keeping that gaze soft in front of you. I want you to just try to envision that whole pathway that we worked through. Feeling the cold air going in through the nostrils, bridge of the nose, back of the throat. And really envisioning and sensing where it is filling in the lungs, in the torso, along the spine. Getting to know all the parts of the instrument is a necessity in order to play it. Now I want you to take a small inhale, hold, small inhale, hold, and lift the spine, tongue to the roof of the mouth, lift the head, keep holding. Can you relax your shoulders and lift all the muscles at the base of the spine, lift them up, hold. Out the nose, exhale, release. In and out the nose here. If you have the eyes closed, keep them closed. Again, bringing awareness to what the breath feels like now versus that first moment in the beginning of this practice where I had you feel, sense, and see the breath. And slowly open the eyes or kind of focus your gaze back in. So thank you for joining me today. I hope to provide many more practices for you, creating an online space for these practices and for these explorations. And I hope you enjoy. Please comment below about your experience. I would love to hear them. And I will see you guys soon.